positive thinking. This is Intermediate Vocabulary Lesson 15. When you have money problems. When money gets difficult, you have two options. Number 1, cry about it, or 2, work twice as hard. The first option is going to cause pain and give you nothing. The second option is going to bring in more money to turn your life around. It doesn't matter whether you are trying to find a job or have your own business. You must make more effort. If you need a job, you will have to work more hours until you save enough dough to relax. Once you have some money saved up, you can take a little vacation. Put in 200% effort until you have your money together. 3 words: bring in, effort, and dough. Bring in is an expression. It means to earn or to get. We are bringing in a new worker to run the machines. If we bring in more money, we can invest in a new building. Can you bring in Jim for a second? I want to ask him a question. That dog is bringing in a lot of new customers because it's so cute. Here we said bring in more money. Effort. Effort is a noun. It means something done by hard work. It took a lot of effort to clean the kitchen. You need to put more effort into your homework because it's messy. It will require a lot of effort to fix your car because the engine is broken. And a lot of effort is needed to get a good job. There should be a lot of effort. And here we said you must make more effort. Dough is a slang word. It's a noun. It means money. I've saved enough dough for a vacation. Why don't you get a job so you can make some dough? Can you lend me some dough for the weekend? I need to buy some food. This is a pretty common slang expression. Save your dough in case you lose your job. That's a good tip. Cutting your costs. Lowering your expenses is also called cutting your costs. Both people and companies need to cut costs when their income drops. Companies will lay off workers and postpone new purchases. People can stop buying items they don't need, such as clothing, restaurant food, cars, and entertainment. This money must either be saved or invested in something real. If a person gambles the money, it will be lost. However, if a person buys land and tools, the money isn't lost. As well, holding cash is safe as long as prices aren't rising quickly. So pretty much, we have a stock market crash now, and so I'm telling people that maybe, instead of buying stocks and gambling, you should buy land and tools. If you can't raise your income, cut your costs. We have 3 words: lay off, postpone, and entertainment. Lay off is a verb. It means when a company gets rid of workers to save money. ABC laid off 100 workers to cut $1 million out of its monthly budget. John is being laid off from his job, so he has to find another one. The layoffs caused 400 people to lose their jobs. This is a noun, layoffs. If you must lay off a worker, don't be violent. I love this picture. This guy's just giving it to her. She's freaking out. Postpone is a verb. To put off to a later date. The party was postponed because Daniel broke his leg while chasing girls. If we postpone the meeting, we can all get together. Brian is currently away. Normally, you're supposed to put a thing here. Sorry. But I'm kind of sick of all the commas, I think we should just have longer sentences, not so many commas. Don't postpone sleeping for surfing the internet. It's better to get a good night's sleep. Sometimes I do that, stay up till like midnight or 1 in the morning surfing the internet. I think we'll postpone the game until next week. And what's the next one? Entertainment. Entertainment is a noun. It means fun stuff. Digital entertainment such as video games, TV, and internet are replacing sports. Some of that's maybe good, less injury, maybe some of it's bad, less exercise. The best entertainment is free. Walking, swimming, playing with friends, for example. Entertainment is important to Susan, but she had to work instead. If you get your entertainment from working, you'll be rich. Could you imagine enjoying being this telephone operator? Don't get injured. Here's something very important. Physical injury is the single biggest factor in your destruction. Most people I know have suffered serious injuries at some point during their lives. I have never had a serious injury despite being an avid mountain biker with numerous crashes, weightlifter, woodworker, jungle man, and scientist. I always pay close attention to what I am doing, and I train myself to have a fast reaction time. Eating only good food and exercising every day ensures I am mentally and physically ready in case of emergency. Now, we got two words, avid and reaction. We'll get to that in a second. See, when you're doing your weights, if you lift weights, do not lift heavy and use proper technique. This guy's lifting really heavy. He could hurt his back. I only do my own body weight now, basically. We'll do avid now. Avid is an adjective. It means enthusiastic, eager, like to do something a lot. The woman is an avid chef. She creates many excellent dishes. The avid surfers lined up at the beach to ride the huge waves. If you're an avid hiker, you need good shoes, otherwise you'll mess up your ankles and feet. Mess up means to sort of injure or to break, kind of. Avid climbers are crazy, I think so. So, we got reaction. Reaction is a noun. It means an immediate response or a response to some action. Or there's also a chemical reaction, but I'm not going to say that here. John's dog had 5 puppies. His reaction was, where do I put all these dogs? John gave 5 puppies to his sister. Her reaction was, John, are you crazy? John's sister used the dogs to pull her car. She saved $100 per month. Her reaction was surprise. The birthday party was canceled. This was the child's reaction because he didn't want to go. Yeah, I don't like birthday parties. I never did. I like to just, hang out, not do all this birthday stuff. Argument! Grow food. Growing food is difficult, but some foods can be grown without much trouble. If you're living in a tropical or subtropical environment, you can easily grow some foods such as sweet potato, pumpkin, and corn without worrying about the winter. An avid gardener or farmer can feed him or herself and sell the rest for profit. Gardening can bring in extra dough in times of emergency. Even if you can't grow food, you can have chickens. Just buy feed and collect the eggs. Farming eggs is much less effort than trying to grow vegetables. In addition, you can eat the chickens once they're done laying eggs. Eggs have a higher market value than vegetables because they are high in protein. Now, the second argument is run a scrap yard. A scrap yard collects metal and recycles it. You can collect all kinds of metal and use it to make stuff. You can sell the metal or build new products like trailers, car parts, water tanks, etc. If you postpone building products, you will still build up a pile of metal that has value. Metalworking is excellent entertainment, so you can minimize your entertainment expense by doing fun work like this. If you lay off the TV and computer, you could spend more time working with metal. Your neighbor's reactions may be negative if you start piling up metal, but your survival is more important than their opinions. You can find financial freedom in other people's garbage. So pretty much we got two business ideas here to get you out of your financial hole. Here's some questions. Number 1, what are your 2 options to solve money problems? Number 2, how do companies and people cut costs? 3, why should you grow food? 4, why should you run a scrap metal yard? And 5, what do you think is a better idea, farming or scrap yard? So number 1, what are your 2 options to solve money problems? 2 options to solve money problems include number 1, making more money, or number 2, cutting costs. How do companies and people cut costs? Companies cut costs by laying people off and postponing purchases. People cut costs by spending less money. Why should you grow food? Growing food provides food for yourself and allows you to sell some of it. Raising chickens is more profitable, easier, and delivers more protein than vegetables. Why should you run a scrap metal yard? A scrap metal yard will allow you to turn garbage into profit. It allows you to store income in the form of scrap metal. You can make metal objects for people. You can also replace your expensive entertainment with a free hobby, metalworking. Number 5, what do you think is a better idea, farming or scrap yard? I think both ideas combined are an excellent business because the scrap yard can be on a small part of the farm. Farmland is much cheaper than city land, and therefore the cost of living is very low.